83. Anomaly, Jackie's POV. Though I was genuinely happy, along with everyone else in that building, I couldn't ignore the one person who would never celebrate this news. Virat Oberoi. Where was he? Why hadn't I seen him today? Had he resigned? I sat back, let the thoughts settle, and then reached for my phone. Hanji, sir, Ji, Balram answered, still riding the high of yesterday's chaos. Balram, I said, skipping his enthusiasm. Can you come inside for a moment? I need to talk to you. Sure, sir, he chirped. How's the new boy? I asked as Balram entered. Vishwa? Very fast learner, sir. Sharp boy. He smiled proudly. Good. I nodded, then leaned forward slightly. Are all the employees present today? I'm not sure, sir. I think 2 or 3 from different departments are on extended leave. They emailed HR. I'll need to check if you want names. Not really. I looked down at my desk. Just you're wondering why I didn't see someone. Miss Lavanya? He teased, wiggling his brows. I closed my eyes and sighed. Oberoi. He immediately straightened up. Oh, Virat Oberoi. Yes, he hasn't come in for a few days. He's taken 2 weeks off. I muttered, and the reason is obvious. We're not exactly sure, Balram admitted. He didn't speak to anyone. But, yeah, everyone knows about the wedding. Must have hit him hard. I won't disagree with that, I said quietly. Sir? Yeah? Be the bigger person, the one you actually are. I looked up, puzzled at first, but then it hit me. Balram wasn't just stating something, he was reminding me. When I was in Virat's position not so long ago, he was nothing but cold, dismissive, sharp with his words. He never welcomed me. But now the roles have reversed. And here was Balram, suggesting I not repay Virat in the same coin. That I be the better man. I have to admit, I haven't been the most mature version of myself back then either. I was head over heels in love with Lavanya, but hadn't realized the depth of it. I let ego take over humility. I let rivalry blind me to reason. Now, I regret that. What are you thinking, sir? Balram interrupted my spiral. Nothing, I replied. You can go now. Sir, he said and quietly stepped out. Once alone, I turned on my office computer and pulled up the employee database. A few minutes later, I was parked outside Virat Oberoi's house. Am I really going to do this? Should I? As I debated, my eyes caught a little boy in the garden, zipping about with a toy car. A potential ally. I stepped out and walked over. Hey, big man. I waved. He looked up at me. Hi, he said in that innocent voice, still absorbed in his racing. You live here? I asked, pointing at the bungalow. Yes, he replied, still steering that tiny car with impressive focus. Wow, that's a beautiful house. You're a lucky guy. So, since you live here, I'm guessing you know Virat Oberoi. Virat Bahaya, he exclaimed with a wide grin, still zooming around. I had to keep turning to talk to him, like I was interviewing a race car driver mid-lap. Yes, Virat Bahaya. I nodded eagerly, then asked, where can I find him? In his room, he shrugged nonchalantly. Right, I don't know where that is. Can you show me? I smiled, holding on to hope. No, he shook his head with absolute conviction. I sighed. Okay then. Can you please tell him someone's here to see him? Why would I say that? He asked, genuinely puzzled. I sighed again, louder this time. Because I want to meet him. Why do you want to meet him? He continued his barrage of questions. Oh God, who is this creature? Because I want to talk to him about... I hesitated, then said vaguely, something. He won't talk to you. Why? I frowned. Because my mommy says so, he replied with another casual shrug. What? Does his mother know me? Who is his mother? What did she say? I asked, narrowing my eyes. She says not to talk to strangers, or take things from them. He looked up at me like he was reciting gospel. My expression fell flat. I half closed my eyes in disbelief and gave him a slow glare. I freaking hate kids. Who made them? I want my child to be born grown up, like tax-paying, fully functioning adult. I forced a smile. Dear, I'm not a stranger. He knows me, very well in fact. Just tell him that Jack... I stopped myself. If he says my name, Virat might lock the door forever. Just tell him an office friend has come to meet him. Why should I? You do it. He pouted, arms crossed. I rolled my eyes. Do you like chocolates? Yes, he beamed, eyes lighting up. Then bring Virat Bhaiya out here, I said, wiggling my brows like I was striking a business deal. I want chocolates, he demanded. You'll get them, lots of them. They're in my car. I pointed, but only if you call him. He stared at the car for a beat, evaluating. Then, out of nowhere, he shrieked, Virat Bhaiya, and ran inside. I winced. 3 or 4 minutes later, I saw him return, dragging Virat by the hand. He's not a stranger, I promise. He's your friend, the little demon kept mumbling as he pulled him out like a hostage negotiator. God, how do people live with these mini-humans? Then Virat and I locked eyes. He blinked. I blinked. His face tightened with fury. Hi, mister. I began attempting civility. You go inside, he told the kid, cutting me off. But he has chocolates, the boy said, pointing at me. Virat turned to me with a glare, then told the boy, I'll bring them to you. Go play. No. The kid was about to pout when Virat barked. I said, go. We both flinched. The kid left, muttering and sniffling, clearly scarred for life. I mean, yes, he was annoying, but that was a bit much. It wasn't his fault, Why have you come here? Virat snapped before I could finish. He didn't let me speak. Again, what's your intention now? I took a breath, trying to ease the tension. I was in California when I heard. Then I came to India and didn't see you at the office. Don't worry, he cut in bitterly. It's not a paid leave. I'm not taking your money for free. His jaw clenched, voice full of rage. No, I didn't mean that, I said quickly. I wanted to see you, to tell you that I know how wrongly I treated you before. Virat stood there like stone, arms crossed, jaw locked. I know it's hard for you right now, but I'm sorry, I am the reason for your heartbreak, and I know that. My jealousy, it made me act like a complete ass. But I've got no hate for you, man. Please don't hate Lavanya for choosing me. His eyes narrowed, but he didn't interrupt. You know how love works, better than me, honestly. I know you love her too, but now that we've chosen each other for life, I'm asking you for just one thing. Be your friend. You can hate me, scream at me, punch me if you want, but don't cut her off. I sighed, heart pounding. She doesn't deserve that. You know how sensitive she is. She's probably already blaming herself for hurting you. Don't make it harder for her. Please? A long silence followed. Then he scoffed. Are you done, Mr. Drama Dawson? He growled, his jaw visibly clenched. I closed my eyes, nodded slowly. Good, then listen very carefully. He stepped closer, his voice sharp and bitter. You came between Lavanya and me. You're the imposter, not me. And the damage, it's already done. No apology will undo that. So, do me a favor. Stay away. Don't show up again. He turned to leave and I let him walk. I wasn't going to argue. I understood completely. I won't, I said softly, because I understand your anger. Just don't take it out on her. That's all I ask. Thanks for your time. He kept walking, but then I remembered. Wait, hold on a sec. I rushed back to my car, rummaged through the snack bag I always kept, and grabbed 2 chocolate bars. Jogging back, I handed them over. Promised your little brother. He stared at me. For a moment, I thought he might throw them back in my face. But instead, he blinked, again and again, like he was trying to process something foreign. Maybe kindness? Then, without a word, he took them. I gave a small nod, lips pressed together, and walked away. Later. I don't know, man. He looked really hurt, I told James over the phone. He just asked how my surprise visit with Oberoi had gone. Screw that dickhead, you chill, James said. When's your mom leaving? I'll let you know. Book the ticket for her. Cool, but don't take too long or I'll have to hire a private jet. He laughed. It's all right. She's my mom. The Jackie Dawson's mom, I said with a cocky grin, stepping onto the escalator. Sir, yes sir, I'll wait. Hold on, I'm calling her now. I switched the call. After a few rings, she picked up. Hello, my baby boy. You. Seriously, Mom? All right, no more teasing. What's up? When should I book the ticket? I asked, checking the calendar on my smartwatch. Don't worry, love, I'll manage. I'm not worried, James will handle it. No, don't bother anyone. I've already sorted it. But, Jackie, I'm coming the day after tomorrow, she cut in. Really? That caught me off guard. Yes, sweetheart, I can't wait to see you happy, she said, her voice full of feeling. Mom, are you okay? Yes, never better. Her soft chuckle was soaked in emotion. And I knew. tears of joy. "Miss you, Mom," I murmured. "What was that?" Nothing," I said. See you, Mom." "You will soon," she said, and then hung up. "Yeah, James." I resumed the call. "Yes, Jackie," he answered, back to his usual chirpy tone. "I spoke to Mom. She's already booked her ticket. She'll be in India in 2 days." "Oh, wow, that's great," he replied. "So, everyone is going to India now? When's it my turn, huh?" I rolled my eyes. Never. And with that, I hung up. I was still staring at my phone when someone slammed into me with full force. "What the?" The words flew out, but I stopped just before finishing, as my eyes met hers. Ruhi Ja. Her expression hadn't changed in months, still full of disdain, like I was something she stepped on by mistake. "How are you doing, Miss Ja?" I asked, only because she was Lavanya's friend and, well, manners. She turned halfway, frowning like I'd just asked her to solve quantum physics. "Who are you talking to?" she asked, genuinely puzzled. God, I hate this woman. "Is there anyone else around right now besides you and me?" I replied with a tight smile and a slow blink. "Who knows?" she shrugged. "You're a selfish lunatic. Could be talking to yourself." Ouch, that stung more than the slap she'd once given me. I bit the inside of my cheek and said, "Do you like gardening, Miss Ja?" She blinked, thrown off. Yes, why?" "Of course you do. Makes sense. You've got a sharp pair of built-in scissors in your mouth." Her jaw dropped slightly as I brushed past her. How dare you? You think you're smart," she began ranting behind me, but her voice faded with each step I took toward my suite. I passed Balaram on the way. He was on a call, but still gave me that familiar grin. Then I opened the office door. Boom! Something burst right in front of me. I flinched instinctively, arms half raised, my eyes locked onto the guilty hands still holding the deflated remains of a balloon. And then up to her face. "Lavanya. Am I dreaming again?" "Surprise, surprise, surprise," she said, grinning. "Lavanya," I exhaled sharply, hands still on my chest. "You scared the hell out of me." She giggled and covered her mouth with her fingertips. God, I missed that laugh. I shook my head, smiling despite myself, and walked toward my desk. "I was looking for you everywhere," she said, trailing after me. "Where were you?" I stopped next to my chair. I went to seal a deal." Her eyes lit up. "Really? What kind of deal?" "Nothing related to our office," I said honestly. "Oh," she said with a soft pause, then added, "May I hear about it? Only if you don't mind." I hesitated. "I don't want to lie to you, sweetheart, but I can't tell you either." Yeah, it was about the visa formalities. For my mom," I said. It wasn't a complete lie, but the weight in my chest told me I still hated hiding things from her. "Oh, okay. When is she coming?" she asked softly. "In 2 days she'll be with us," I replied, and she nodded. "But how come you're here? You said you wouldn't be coming to the office for a day or two," I said, narrowing my eyes at her curiously. "I know. I thought I wouldn't, but then..." She looked at me with eyes that gleamed like starlight. "I started missing you, badly. I couldn't stay away after spending so much time with you in California." Wow. That hits differently, deep, satisfying. "Really?" I asked, stepping slowly toward her. She dropped her gaze to the floor, parting her lips to speak, but the blush overtook her before any words could. I came closer. She placed her hand on my chest, almost as if to stop me, but her touch lacked conviction. I glanced down, then gently wrapped my hand around hers. The moment I pulled her toward me, she came without resistance. My arms circled her waist, drawing her snugly to my chest. She gasped, her hands resting flat against me. I could feel her heartbeat, rapid, fluttering like the wings of a bird, and see the tremble in her gaze. She blinked nervously, breath shallow, lips parted. We were lost in the moment, right there in my office, as if time had slipped away. My phone buzzed repeatedly on the desk, but it didn't matter. I inched closer, but she leaned back slightly, maintaining the teasing space between us. "You're in the cage of my arms, Miss Lavanya Verma," I whispered, my voice low and warm. "How long do you think you can escape me?" A faint, mischievous smile tugged at her lips. She whispered back, "That's not fair." "Oh, really? And this is fair, what you're doing to me?" I teased. "What did I do?" she asked with mock innocence. "That's exactly the problem. You're neither doing anything nor letting me do anything. What do you want to do? She breathed, barely audible. I just want you to let me kiss you, passionately, I said honestly. She hesitated before answering. And you know that's not possible. Not until we're legally, ritually married. Enough. Without another word, I scooped her up in the same embrace and carried her around to the other side of the desk. Mr. Dawson? She gasped, clutching the front of my shirt in surprise. I sat down on the chair with her still in my arms. She fit perfectly on my lap, her weight grounding me, her warmth pouring into my chest. The chair tilted slightly back under the pressure, but I didn't care. My God, how is someone this beautiful? Miss Verma, I whispered, gazing at her. Her voice trembled, still resting in my hold. You're irresistible, I murmured, my eyes trailing to her lips. She didn't speak, she didn't move away. Instead, her arms slowly slid around my neck, and she rested her head sideways against my chest, holding me tight. And just like that, everything stilled. The noise, the distractions, the buzzing phone, gone. Just her heartbeat against mine. Just us. I lowered my lips and kissed her forehead gently. She didn't resist. Peace. That's all I felt in that moment. Pure, unshakable peace. You miss me that much? I asked, surprised by her lack of urgency to leave. You have no idea, she murmured, not even looking at me. Ah. You know, I said, brushing a strand of her hair behind her ear. I don't know how I got this lucky, I mean it. How did God bless me with a girl like you? She shifted, bending her knees and curling up on my lap, her legs draped over the right side. Turning her head, she looked deep into my eyes, gently caressed my cheek with her left hand, and kissed it softly before whispering. I was made to love you. And to be loved by you? Wow. I can't wait to marry you, I said, my voice low, almost breathless. Her nearness, her tenderness, was addictive, like a drug, one you crave more with every touch. She blushed, burying her face against my shoulder. And I can't wait to call you my husband, she murmured. We stayed like that for hours, talking, laughing, just being with each other. It felt as though we were far from the chaos of the world, sitting in a countryside farmhouse, basking in the simplicity of us. I watched her laugh like a carefree child, her joy infectious, her happiness. It was everything. When she's with me like this, who cares about anything else? She had never seemed so free, so confident, in our quiet world together, and I was just lucky enough to witness it. Later, I walked towards her cabin to get her so we could leave together. But just before stepping in, I heard another voice. He's a lucky bastard to have you. I don't know what it is. I just can't stand him. Of course. Who else but Ruhi? I rolled my eyes. Please, Ruhi, stop it now, I heard Lavanya say gently. He's not that bad. Not that bad. Come on, love, you can do better than that. He's just a little different. He's not Indian, sure, but at least he's trying. He does everything he can not to offend anyone's sentiments. Yeah, right. Ruhi's voice dripped with sarcasm. You must be wearing some magical glasses. I can't see anything good in him.